Hello everyone. I want to take this opportunity to welcome you to this video. The date today is the 17th of July 2021 and it's a Saturday. By names, I'm called Osiron Benard. I'm the founder and managing director of Apple Vision Limited, a consulting and engineering company in Uganda. Our slogan is excellence above world class, and our aim is to serve and promote sustainable development in all projects that we do and in all communities where we operate. As such, our framework is anchored on the United Nations Agenda for Sustainable Development and Uganda's vision. Our services cut across the business and engineering sectors. And if you would like to know more about us, please visit www.applevisionltd.com. You will know about us in terms of who we are, what we do, among other aspects. In this video, I'm going to talk about business sustainability. Last week on Saturday, I was able to bring forth an understanding about business environment, and we understood two categories of business environment that all businesses and all organizations encounter. The first one is the internal environment, where you find your management, where you find your internal systems, where you find your employees. And the good thing about the internal environment is that your organization has control. It can change for as long as it requires in order to achieve company goals and objectives. On the other hand, the external environment is bigger and out of control by your organization. There is no way you can control the dynamics about external environment. What you can only do is to find ways of managing the external environment such that you can operate. In this video, I want to make you understand the dynamics about external environment. Then we shall look at how can you cultivate a sustainable business irrespective of the nature of the external environment. One, the external environment presents your customers. The customers who buy your good or who buy your service come from the external environment in most cases, with a few exceptions where you can find part of your internal environment presenting such customers to you. Now, these customers, their preferences keep changing. The other thing is, within the external environment still, you find there your competitors. And with competition, you know what it means. If you can't manage, if you can't beat the competition, then you'll be kicked out of business. I doubt if that's what you want. There is no business which is started to operate for 1 year and then it closes. No. In finance, we usually call it going concern. So business is started as a going concern entity. Then another thing that you need to know about the external environment is the uncertainty. The external environment is very uncertain. There is no way, there is no mathematical way, there is no scientific way of predicting the external environment with a high level of certainty. No. They should not lie you. Much as your management can, using past experiences, can try to foretell, but it cannot be so accurate that that's exactly what's going to happen. No. And then the other thing that you can know about the external environment is the ambiguity. That means that the external environment is very unclear. Very unclear. And then its complexity. It's a system made up of macro elements. These are forces that have direct or indirect impact onto your organization. So as management or as a business owner, you must clearly understand the external environment. You must clearly understand the dynamics of the external environment if you are to operate. Because it is the external environment which presents forces. The forces which have impact on your organization, but you cannot control these forces. The only option you have is to find ways of dissolving these forces such that you can still operate. In the external environment, you're going to find there the political factors or political issues. You're going to find there the economic factors. You're going to find there the technological factors. You're going to find there the legislation, authorities, regulators. You cannot control regulators. Regulators control you. So, how do you manage the external environment to ensure your business succeeds? How? You don't need to sit in those offices. You have to continuously look for knowledge and skills. You have to be innovative. You have to be creative. Most important, you have to be flexible. Okay? You have to be flexible if you are to manage the external environment. Now, what's the solution or what's the answer to the dynamics of external environment? This is the answer. If you're a business owner, if you're a chief executive officer, if you're a managing director, or anyone in that category, the solution is to ensure that you cultivate what we call a sustainable business. Business sustainability is the only way that you can manage the external environment or the dynamics in the external environment. So we are going to look at what business sustainability means. And from a wider perspective, sustainability means efficiently and effectively using the resources without causing their depletion. In 1987, the United Nations, and that's what we usually call the Brundtland Commission, it issued a report about sustainable development. And in that report, they defined sustainable development as that development which ensures that the present needs of the society are met without compromising the abilities of the future generations from meeting their own needs. In simple terms, when we think in terms of sustainability, then you will be able to meet the needs of today as well as the needs for the future. So in that case, you are not sacrificing the future, or you are not meeting the requirements of today at the expense of your future. So it is very important as management to put this at the forefront of whatever decisions you're making. Think in a sustainable manner. Think sustainably. Now, there are 3 pillars of sustainability, or what I would call sustainable development. We have the social sustainability, economic sustainability, and environmental sustainability. Now, each of these 3 pillars of sustainability have indicators. And for your business to be sustainable, then you must balance these 3 pillars. What we call sustainability or sustainable development for your business is the intersection of the 3 pillars: social pillar, economic pillar, and environmental pillar. Now, when you look at social pillar or social sustainability, before I go in details, you look at your business first of all as a system. A system which is made up of different elements integrated together to deliver a goal. Now, let's look at the 3 pillars of sustainability. Social sustainability. Now, you have to look at social sustainability as a system which is made up of individuals, groups, and institutions. And therefore, these have relationships. They are connected to one another. So, if you're to think in terms of sustainability, what does that imply to me or to you who is listening? You have to address social issues. Your business should be able to address social issues. If you are to identify some of the social issues, well, you can look at health and safety. If you're a business, then you have employees. Does your business address the safety and health of your employees first? How about the community around? Basic needs of the society. Does your business provide, for instance, jobs? Which jobs enable your employees to meet basic needs of life? Then that's a social issue. Gender balance. That's an issue. It's a social issue. Does your business provide equal opportunities for all, irrespective of gender? There are many social issues that you can look at along that line and in regards to your specific business area. When we look at the economic aspect, economic sustainability looks at how goods and services are produced, distributed, and consumed. Those 3 things: production of services and goods, distribution of services and goods, and the consumption of services and goods. So, when you go into the insights, you realize that economic sustainability addresses the issue of scarce resources. How do we allocate the scarce resources to ensure effectiveness and efficiency? That point is key. Because one thing you need to understand is that these resources, most of them come from the natural system. So they are presented in limited capacities. So the way you allocate the scarce resources, the efficiency and effectiveness is key to ensuring that your business progresses. Most important, your business should be in position to make an operational profit. Your business should be able to make an operational profit if you're to be a sustaining business. Without profits, then you're leading to failure. So you should have a diversified knowledge and skill set to understand all these. You may not be a single individual because you need to have a team. You need to have a team. Otherwise, we shall not see your business in the next 5 to 10 years. The third pillar, which is about the environment. Environment is where human life is found. The environment in nature, it presents what we call the natural capital. The natural capital, that is the air, water, soils or land, plants, among other things, energy and other issues to do with matter. Now, the natural capital is presented in limited natural capacities. For instance, when you look at air that we breathe in and breathe out, oxygen is naturally present at 21%. Carbon dioxide is at 0.03%. Now, the implication is that if the percentage of, say, carbon dioxide exceeds 0.03, then it becomes a pollutant to the environment. And that's why you see that climate change is now a public issue globally. So your business should address issues to do with air pollution, water pollution, loss of biodiversity. For instance, if you're a manufacturing business, the resources or the inputs that you put into your business come from the environment. How are you efficiently and effectively allocating these resources? When these resources get into your business, they are transformed into outputs that I would call products. Now, when it comes to products, we have wanted products and unwanted products. In most cases, the wanted products go to the customers, and the unwanted products are taken to the environment. What is the impact of what you're dumping to the environment? So you have to analyze, you have to do an extensive environment impact assessment to ensure that the natural capacity or the natural capital is left untampered. When it comes to environmental sustainability, the most important thing is that the rate at which we use the natural capital should not exceed the rate at which they are replenished. Otherwise, with time, human life will go into extinction. So, as I conclude this video, I want to briefly summarize what I have spoken. I have said that for you to succeed, for you to thrive in today's business environment, then you must cultivate a sustainable business. I said further that a sustainable business is a business which balances the three pillars of sustainability: the social pillar, the economic pillar, and the environmental pillar. Now, in the next video, which will come possibly over the next weekend, we are going to look at how do you develop a sustainable business. The goal of today was to understand the solution to the dynamics of business environment and to have an understanding about business sustainability. In the next video, we shall understand how do you cultivate a sustainable business. Subscribe to our channel. YouTube channel is Apple Vision Limited. Like that channel and subscribe for insights about business and engineering. Make sure you don't miss out any of our video, and please keep safe. Thank you.